Hi, this is Manikant Mishra and you're watching The Tribune. Here today with me is Vijeta Daya, the official spokesperson of Cockroach Janta Party. The party that was formed out of a satirical movement and now standing here at Jantar Mantar, entering its 8th day of the protest, demanding the resignation of Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. So let's take out some grand inputs from Cockroach and the party itself. Hi, Vijita.
Hi,
How are
Manikant.
you?
I am doing good. How are you?
So basically, today for the viewers and for the larger public, we want to know. We have few questions that we want you to answer. And the first one is that what is your date of birth? What is your birthday? Because that is Gen Z movement.
Okay, I mean,
And who is starting the Gen Z movement?
okay.
Is he Gen Z?
No, let's not go into it. Let people guess it.
Okay. So coming to the serious questions, where did it all started? We should go there, and it started from CGI's remark. What will be your message today for the CGI?
Yeah, I mean, the CGI must be realizing that it was a very grave and insensitive remark. And people, not just the CGI, but even other people must take lesson from it, that they should refrain from making such irresponsible and such arrogant remarks.
For a moment, for an instance, if considering the official statement that the CGI made after the public outrage, after which came after his remarks on the youth, would you be considering that remark? They are it was a statement for the unemployed youth who used to make fake degrees and then come into the system and then go against the very system.
See, he did not say anything about fake degrees or anything in the original remark. And even if a youth is unemployed, how can you call him a cockroach or a parasite? You have to be empathetic towards them, right? That why is the youth unemployed? Why is there not employment for all?
So,
So his clarification did not make the things any better.
the constant demands that we are hearing from the public, not just from the CJP, but from the public, from the student, their parents, from the stakeholders who are not the stakeholders. People are demanding the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan, which you are also demanding prominently. What would eventually fix the resignation, or just the resignation, or there are other demands also coming in the way if the resignation comes in?
The resignation is like opening the door to something, and when you open the room, then you fix the room, right? So a person who is at the helm of affairs, that person he is not qualified enough, or maybe not sincere enough. But the fact is that there have been many paper leaks under him, not just one. And if he continues, then there will be more paper leaks. So, of course, the first step is to fix the accountability, to remove that man, to get a more qualified person in place of him, or more qualified, more sincere person in place of him. And then, of course, the other things have to be fixed as well.
So,
There are like systemic flaws which students have been talking about again and again. Various stakeholders have raised concerns about problems with normalization, and there have been hacking and blacklisted agencies like Edupity. They have been given contracts again and again. So yeah, there are many problems.
likewise, NT has many issues.
Absolutely.
The paper leaks is a different issue, whole set of issues in paper leaks across the country. So, what I see, I've been covering this protest since 28th of June. So, what I see is largely the demands have not been addressed. That we have certain set of demands after the resignation is met.
No, but there's a first step, right?
Okay.
So once that is done, then we have that much confidence in the government that they can find an expert and they can make a committee. I mean, not a committee with an indefinite timeline, of course, which government keeps doing. But yeah, they can find a group of people who are qualified and who know the various concerns, and they can fix it. If our suggestions will be needed, of course, we will be there.
Uh, what will be your message for the Gen Zs who have not appeared here in the protest? There are a lot of Gen Zs in the country. They are in the outskirts of the states, some of the states like Bihar, UP, Odisha, Northeast. They can't come here. What will be the message from CJP to those very Gen Zs? Because one thing that I have been hearing is that every Gen Z is not Gen Z. The person born in 2002 in Bihar's very far off district, he's not a Gen Z. He's very, he's not privileged to be aware of an information that a Delhi born of 2002 is. So, what is the message for those people in the outskirts, living in the outskirts of the
I mean,
country?
he is a Gen Z, of course.
Technically.
Yeah, technically he is. So it's not that the term is limited to the set of urban people. But yeah, maybe he does not even know this term. And I have repeatedly said that the Gen Z is, of course, not a monolith. And there are people in metro cities and tier 2 cities and in rural areas and like all sorts of people. So yeah, the Gen Z is not a monolith. And my request would be at least the Gen Z who are in Delhi. I would say that Bhagat Singh is the coolest person. If you really look at him, and there can be nothing more cool than a protest, right? Because a protest means that you are like totally alive. So the kind of adrenaline rush which people, think in bungee jumping. Actually, the adrenaline rush in a protest is much more, and there is this feeling that so many people who you do not know, who are strangers, but all of them are here for a common cause, right? So that kind of energy which you feel. So yeah, the people who have not appeared, of course, they should experience this thing, this feeling of being alive. They should come, and the people who are in other cities. So yeah, in whatever ways they can support the movement, maybe online or maybe just talking to people around them. So they should do that. But everyone must be alive as a citizen.
Uh, the other thing that I want to ask is, what would be CJP's choice of new education minister among the cabinet?
It's a tough choice because there is hardly.
Some are saying that PM should keep the portfolios.
Oh no.
You won't, you don't want that.
Now, will I have to really say that? But a person whose own degree has been under questions. So, how can we think of him to be
Anyone
the
else?
education minister? Um, no, but I wish that Nirmala Sitharaman does not come in his place because I heard some rumors. So yeah, so I just felt like saying that, and maybe let the government decide because the kind of ministers that there are, I seriously cannot think of any wonderful name right now.
Of course, it is not going to be from the opposition. It is going to be from the same government, and it has been a practice in union governments of India
Yeah,
that they reshuffle during the monsoon season.
Constitutionally, they can. Constitutionally, they can. Yeah.
So, another topic that I want to pick up here is that we have seen farmer leaders coming here on the stage and they are standing up for the student demand of resignation from the President Dharmendra Pradhan. What has been the conversation with the farm leaders, and are they coming tomorrow?
You see, the farmer leaders joining the movement, it is only a very organic thing because the people who are affected, like many of them, they come from families like their parents are farmers, right? So the son is suffering from the paper leaks, and the father is suffering from agrarian distress. So it is only but natural for the whole family to come together.
Sharuni ji has came here and he said he made the remarks yesterday that please do not consider this just as a student protest. This will be much bigger if the demands are not met. So, can we see it as a support, larger support of bringing mobilization here?
See, nothing exists in a vacuum. Like, let's say the issue of paper leaks or corruption or agrarian distress, everything comes together like in a mesh. For example, if you see that if there are paper leaks and some people who are not qualified and they buy the paper for let's say 15 lakhs and they join the police, then you think that there will be corruption in the police. And the police, then those people, those corrupt people, they won't be controlling the crime. So there will be crime as well. So everything is kind of connected. Or if there are some fake people joining as doctors, then the healthcare system will crumble. So everything is together, and of course, as a nation, everyone should everyone should be mindful of everyone else.
And since you talked about police, I want to take your personal views and CJP's personal views, to be precise, on Delhi Police Corporation.
Yeah, Delhi police has been cooperating earlier. There were some miscreants, so the police caught them, detained them, and like sent them away. Yeah, and there have been like some sudden things, some miscreants they were roaming. So yeah, we had requested. So yeah, but like they are not here now. So yeah, the cooperation has been more or less it has been nice.
After observing since so many days here, I have been seeing the shrinking of crowd here. What would you want to say on that? Because the number that appeared on 20th is not what I am seeing here after 20th.
You see, anything, I mean, it follows like various kinds of curve. For example, if we look at the factors that the protest is now entering eighth day,
Yeah.
right? So some people they were coming now. Tomorrow is Sunday, so like that is another factor. So more people will come up, and then Sonam sir will be here, and then there is heat for some students. Their parents they do not allow them. Some people feel that yeah, we have been there once.
Are you okay with that? Parents not allowing a student?
No, of course that's not okay. I mean, parents. I mean,
What would be your message to you to those parents who are not allowing?
I mean, yeah, those parents they should let their children come here, and they should also come along with them. Because I mean, what does then being an Indian mean? It's like you are just living in your on your island. Because being an Indian means that you are concerned about the various issues in the country, and especially when your own son or daughter when they are suffering, and even then if you do not let them come, I mean that's absurd actually. Because you are a citizen as well, right? So apart from being a student or a farmer or a doctor or engineer, you are, I mean, you are also a citizen of the country, and you have to participate in democracy.
Everyone
Protests,
should participate.
protests are an essential part of democracy.
One thing that triggers me is after observing things is psychologically thinking how can it be monotonous for a person if the minister doesn't resign and the protest continues to come every day.
We are trying to make it interesting.
Okay, you are trying to make interesting, but how?
Like other day it was raining, so spontaneously, because we could not speak anything, so he played the song. So spontaneously, people
danced.
just started dancing, and then yesterday I narrated a poem. Maybe today also I will, and various kinds of people are come, and we are hoping to generate more discussions.
Uh, Recently, Prime Minister wished Dharmendra Pradhan a very happy birthday, and he praised his work. And these were the remarks coming amid the reshuffle news, the talks we are hearing about resignation and demands from CJP, and also Dharmendra Pradhan's first comment to CJP's protest.
There is an English word, choospa. Now, when it will be there in the exams, that use this word in a sentence.
Okay.
So people will be forming this sentence. That the Prime Minister wishing Dharmendra Pradhan and admiring him when 17 or 18 people have died by suicide due to paper leaks, and youth, all over the country, they are protesting, and him doing so is an act of choospa, like a kind of shameless, shameless audacity, you can say. Yeah.
One thing that of importance I want to ask, I feel is important to ask is CJP has constantly saying कि we do not have interest in politics or forming this into a formal political party. But every protest is a politics, has its own politics. What is CJP's politics here?
You see, being political and being a political party.
I'm talking about
they are two.
politics.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the politics is there. Matlab, we told in the beginning itself when we said that we revere Bhagat Singh, Ambedkar, Nehru, and Gandhi, and we follow constitutional values, the values which are mentioned in the very preamble: liberty, equality, fraternity, justice. So yeah, we are asking for justice, and even when the farmers are coming, so as I said, I mean it's same. We are asking justice for farmers and the environment. The environment has to be saved.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking with us. Here was Vijeta with us, and thank you for your time. and we wish you very good luck for the protest. And thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Yeah.